I have lived. Live.
This is all you. You see this? The regality.
It's above me now. School.
What was in that cup?
Oh, everything, probably. I'm Lisa B. Thompson. I am a playwright and a professor of African and African Diaspora Studies at the University of Texas. I'm also a co-host and co-producer of Black Austin Matters, a podcast and radio segment on KUT. KUT, Austin's NPR station. Wherever I've lived, I've made it my home. For me, making a home is the things you have in it, lots of photographs, but also the food you make there, and also the tea you steep. So all of that makes my home, and plants, lots of plants. I am the fourth child of Walter and Herbie Dean. I was born in San Francisco, 14 years after my oldest sibling. So my parents had 4 kids in 14 years, and I was the, oh my God, child. Oh my God, and another one. And I really felt loved and cherished by my entire family. I thought we were living pretty good until I got to college and found out about the black middle class that was living much better than we were. But we had a lovely 2-bedroom house. We raised 4 kids in that house. My childhood was full of art and family. Sean Gay's For Colored Girls was on the radio being advertised, and it captured me. I just was blown away listening to that advertisement. The performer singing, "I have loved you assiduously for 8 months, 2 weeks, and a day." I was like, oh my God. First of all, what does assiduously mean? And also just excited by the poetry, and at the same time I was going to the public library all the time, and had finally discovered the more adult stuff and actually black literature, and I started reading the black poetry. And I think that that was just something that I really surprised a lot of people when they would ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I was like, I want to be a writer. And I know it was something they didn't expect from a young woman who was not growing up with lots of privilege. And it's wonderful to talk to old friends who know me since the 70s who are like, Mike, you're still at it, and we saw it then, and we see, well, the road you've been on. So it's been pretty remarkable. Storytelling has been part of my DNA. I remember trying to write my first novel when I was in 3rd grade. It was going to be called The Mystery Gang, and I think I still have the pencil-written papers from that. I've loved film and TV and poetry and novels. That was my whole world. So to start making them myself, my brother and I, on a rainy day in San Francisco, decided, let's write stories today. And I've been doing that ever since. So he's my first audience and continues to be one of my favorite readers. Some people in our community experience friends and loved ones who die prematurely. So the act of growing old and aging is a blessing for black folks. I realize that aging has been something on my mind all my life because my parents had me late. And I've always been very aware of the arc of life. And I've also been involved in a family that was intergenerational. My grandmother was with us a lot. She ended up living with us at some point. And for me, I started thinking about the joys of aging and how much we don't talk about that. I want us to start to see the beauty in people's bodies that move differently because they've aged, that their faces look different, that their hair is different, and to look at photographs of your younger self. And that's wonderful to see, but it's also wonderful to see your present self, because all those people live inside you. Black culture feeds me and sustains me and gives me hope and strength and so much joy. If people had to pay a tax on the way black culture brings joy, black folks would never have to worry about going hungry and not having medical care. I just love art. It's survival, It's the thriving, it's the beauty, it's the grandeur, the poetry, the music, everything about us I love.
What is the most important title to you and why?
I never would have thought this was going to be it, but it is mother, or what my son calls me is mom. It has been my greatest honor to usher this beautiful, brilliant, kind, and vulnerable human being, because he's vulnerable to me because he's a very strong person, but just to me, he's my baby always. I'm still stunned that I was able to have this beautiful human being be part of my life for the last 18 years. And hearing him call my name, no matter why he's calling me, it's just a beautifully disruptive moment in my day. It's like, oh my goodness, I am that. And that's probably the hardest thing that I've ever worked at and for, is to be a good mother to my son. Being a strong woman is knowing when to cry. Crying is so cleansing. It always freaks me out when people say, I haven't cried in years. And I ask them, how would it sound to you if someone said, I haven't laughed in years? We are born with both ability to cry and to laugh, and other things as well. You must use the full range of your expressions and full range of your feelings, or else you're not going to be able to be strong. You'll grow brittle by staying still in some kind of pose that's supposed to be the epitome of strength, when actually being able to acknowledge when you're tired, when you're hurt, when you're sad, when you're wrong, that's what strength is to me. My big dream is to retire without anxiety. That's really important to me, because I feel like the creative goals and the scholarly goals I have, those are fine, but the being able to feel safe, I realize that it's such a rare thing to be a black person in this country, especially right now. It feels very, very intense. To be able to be at peace, be safe, that is the ultimate, that's the flex, really, is to be safe and protected. I want to be careful about what I'm chasing. I want to make sure right now I'm in a period of really sitting with my life and thinking about what are my dreams and what are the dreams that have been given to me to pursue by a society that is about chasing capital and feeding the machine. What's going to feed my soul? That's what I wanted to do. So the books I'm working on right now are soul-feeding projects. The plays I'm writing are soul-feeding projects. But there's other things I'm thinking about that I want to make sure they're soul-feeding projects before I really try to manifest those. Oh my gosh, so cool. I was just doing the most. I'm Lisa B. Thompson, and I'm a Fanm Djanm.